Summa baile sam sam se baile euro wango de summa baile sam sam
se baile euro wango de.
The Rumblers is a non-for-profit organization that I started in 2004, and it's an exchange between first world young artists and third world artists. And by artists I mean craftsmen, people that know how to use their hands, as well as photographers, filmmakers, musicians, dancers, theater people. And the goal is for these two opposing worlds to meet. And they live together for a period of a couple of weeks. And during this time they take workshops. The money we're raising is used to build these cultural centers. And these centers are where we host the workshop, the exchange. But since the exchange can only happen when the kids are on vacation and holiday, during the time where they're not in exchange, we're going to have these cultural centers as studios. There are studios for workshops for the locals and for street kids. I've already taken some kids from New York and Paris, and I took them to Senegal, where I built a cultural center.
The first 2 days I already felt like I was part of the family. I mean, I remember walking inside the village by myself, and at lunchtime, and like different people came up to me and they said, "Okay, well, come eat with me. I mean, it's lunchtime. Why aren't you eating? Come eat with us."
Yeah. The thing with what I got from them is that they saw how they should react in terms of they felt that everyone should be equal, that everyone is equal, and that we're all here on the same planet with the same end.
You don't feel that they want to take something from you, but they want to learn something from you. It's a much more interesting relation. Just to see how someone who lives so far away from my culture can think something so deep and so similar too, how the thought is just connected.
We'd like to have workshops that train street kids in manual labor so that they can go out and find jobs, and kids that are marginal, kids that aren't in school, so that they can learn plumbing, they can learn electricity, masonry, welding, woodwork, and also types of art forms so they can try being artists, which is very hard in third world countries, but photography, dance, music. The third world kids would teach the first world kids about respect, about their traditions, their religion, their philosophies that are very different from first world teenage lifestyles. They would teach them how to live without material wealth, without material comfort, and also the importance of community, because first world kids are living in a world that's very based on individualism. But the first world kids also have something to bring in exchange, because they can teach the third world teenagers about the importance of being an individual, the importance of being a free thinker, the importance of questioning traditions, and not just following a traditional way of living just because it's an obligation. There's a very important message that these two opposing worlds need to teach each other. And it's essential in our virtual technological time that these young people meet and they exchange their thoughts through art workshops also, so that they're not just talking, they're actually doing something. They're producing, they're also learning skills. We want to create a bridge, a dialogue. So that's the goal of the organization.
Ça va bien? Magnitude Ona. Ona Ibar. Je suis française, américaine, basque. J'ai 3 cultures dans ma vie. Et je suis venue à Paris pour partager des chansons avec vous. Parce qu'on va construire une case traditionnelle culturelle ici qui sera pour vous de connaître votre culture sérère à travers les livres, les DVD culturels sur les peuples qui sont traditionnels. Parce que dans le monde, il y a des peuples traditionnels qui sont encore vivants, ils s'habillent traditionnellement, ils font des traditions anciennes. Et vous, vous en faites partie.
Pasa